Do you love bright, bold fabrics, but sometimes wonder, what the heck am I supposed to do with this one? Well, stay watching. We're going to talk all about where to place beautiful, bright, bold fabrics. Hi, it's Donna Robertson with Fabric Cafe. Today we're going to do bright, bold fabrics, and they are all going to be made with the 3-yard quilts, either in one of my books or in one of my small patterns. Now remember, you get one free pattern with every kit you purchase, or you can skip the pattern and take a book free when you buy 3 kits. That is an ongoing special that we have at fabriccafe.com. All you need to do is put the name of the book you want in the comment section when you buy 3 kits. Let's get started with the first bright, bold quilt that we have. Stepping Up is a great quilt that goes together super fast because it just has one block made in 2 colors. So you've got this block and then you've got this block, and then you just arrange them and they go together so fast. So it's called Stepping Up, and we're going to put that one up on the table. And here's the fabric. This is a brand new fabric and a brand new quilt for you. So this particular one, we want to pick our biggest print. Our largest print in the fabric grouping will be your number 1. It'll go in the number 1 spot of the pattern. Your light fabric and your dark fabric are compared and chosen just from these 2. The focus fabric comes out of the equation. So you have number 2 goes here, and number 3 goes here. And this will work with any fabrics. It especially works with this gorgeous quilt. So this one is called Sea Glass 8021614. Stepping Up is the pattern that we're using, and it is not available in any book. This is strictly an individual pattern. So you would get the pattern free when you buy that fabric, or skip the pattern, buy 3 kits, and you'll get a book free. This one's called Bold Blocks. Bold Blocks is a 10-inch square that has an asymmetrical design by putting the shadow on each of those blocks, and then they are turned and sewn in a different direction, so you have them on the other side for the next row. Okay, let's put that one up here. We have a new fabric for this one. This is a fun fabric, a lot of movement in this fabric, but it's very bright and bold. And look at this butterfly right here. Let me turn it around so you can see the butterfly. This is cool fabric. And we have the focus fabrics going to go here. It's going to be bordered with your number 3 fabric, and the number 2 fabric will be this background. So you have your main print, you have your number 3 here, and your number 2 here, and these are so fun. So this one is Free Motion 8021615. Bold Blocks is your pattern. It's available as a pattern. It's also available in pretty darn quick. Now this one is one of our most popular patterns. It's Town Square, and Town Square is the one that has this nice floaty block. So you've got your focus fabric that's kind of floating on the surface of the quilt, and this is a great way to use cafe fabrics. If you'll notice, each one of these blocks is just, it's not fussy cut, but they're all different. It makes it look like you've almost fussy cut or used several different fabrics. So let's put that one up here. And we have these gorgeous prints. So you can see how that works out. So you've got this particular flower here. We're going to go over here. See, this is where it kind of picked that one up with a little bit of this one. And then the next block has a different flower. And it's great the way it works out with this particular pattern. So you've got your focus fabric here. Your number 2 fabric is here, and your number 3 fabric is here. So this one is a fun quilt. It's super easy to make. It is, again, using strip piecing, as most of my quilts do. 8020690, Desert Blooms. Town Square is your pattern. It is an individual pattern. It's also available in the book, Easy Peasy 3-Yard Quilts. Now we've got another one that we want to show you that will be equally pretty in that fabric. Summertime tends to be the time when we do a lot more visiting with each other. And the pineapple is the sign of hospitality. This would be a great gift to take to someone if you're going to go visit them for a few days in the summer. So we've got our pineapples as our number 1 fabric. That's going to go right here. You have the green will be here, and your blue will be here. So this one is really going to look cool with the pattern Town Square. It is 8021616 Pineapple Punch. Town Square is your pattern. It is available in the Easy Peasy 3-yard quilt book. Our next one, we're going to do pieces and parts. This is the 9-patch pattern, and this is just a great backup quilt. It goes together really, really fast. And I have had people ask me sometimes, why would I need a pattern for a 9-patch? Well, you don't really need it if you've made them before. You know how super simple they are. But what we do with our 3-yard quilts is we tell you exactly how to cut that fabric so that you can get this big quilt out of 3 1-yard cuts of fabric. If you want to make it bigger, the books tell you how to do that. So you could either make a lap quilt, a twin, or a king queen just by multiplying your number of yards. The 9-patch pattern is available as an individual. It's also available in our downloadable book, Quick and Easy, 3-yard quilt favorites. Now, we recommend getting a notebook, and you can print your cover sheet and put in the front, and then just print out your pages, and you get the complete book, and this will keep your pages protected as you go along. As I said, each one has a lap quilt, a twin, and a king queen. So we're going over here to the 9-patch pattern, and 9-patch pattern is using the strip piece method, and you're actually going to make multiple strip pieces. So if you were to look at this one, we made nice long strip piecing, and then we cut this because this is fabric 1, 3, and 1. We have it marked that way. Then you're going to make another strip set that has 3, 1, 3. So we have this one. So we have 3, 1, 3, and that's going to be one side of your block, and then this one is the same on the other side. So let's transfer these over on the quilt so that you can see them laid out the way they need to be laid out. So you've got your 1, 3, and 1. You have your 3, 3, 1, and 3 fabrics, and then you have this one. So this is the way they go together. We still have our seam allowances on there, so they're overlapping just slightly. And then we made the other block and put it together, which is going to be your 2, 1, 2, and your 1, 2, 1. So we'll put that one here, and then we will crop this out so you can see it and see how great it looks. This is going to be a bright and bold quilt. So much fun. It would be great for a little girl. It would also be great for these big girls like me who likes bright colors. So there you go. All right, so this one is called the 9-patch. Let's look at that fabric up close. And here we have Carnival is the name of this kit. So this is our number 1 fabric. This is our number 2 fabric and our number 3 fabric. Great set of fabric. 8021549. Carnival is the name of the kit. 9-patch is the name of the pattern. It is available as an individual pattern. It's also available in the book Quilt Favorites. Now if you do purchase Quilt Favorites, it's $15.99. We send you a code so you can download it. If you get 3 kits and choose Favorites as your free book, we will send you that code at no charge so you can download that book. This particular quilt is called Dreamweaver, and Dreamweaver is in one of my newer books, and it is done in a strip piece method. It's similar to making, think about making a 9-patch. You know, you've got something like this. It's not exactly a 9-patch, but it's just strip pieced and done in vertical strips like this. This one is also very special. You want to turn this one around so we can show them the backing. This one's a great backing. Lucinda Cox is our long arm quilter, and she just does such a good job. And this is a very modern quilt design to me. It has your circles and your wavy lines on there as well. Really pretty. Okay, let's put that one up there. And keep in mind when you're ordering our kits, we always give you the option that you can choose backing as well. And we will add the backing to your kit whenever you choose that and you order that. So this is your number 1 fabric, and our number 1 fabric kind of looks like paintbrush strokes or something. I like that one. That's fun. Very modern. This is going to go in the number 1 spot, which is here. And then you have a number 2 spot, and we're going bright and bold on this one. So remember, this one was very pretty, but it's a little bit softer in colors with those blues. The green is going to go in the number 2 spot, which will be here. And it makes the background for these other 2 colors so that they will really pop. Then your number 3 fabric goes in this position. So this one is going to be a fun one, and it is called Masterpiece. 8021617. Dreamweaver is the name of that pattern. It's only available in the book Quick as a Wink. So we give you an alternate pattern because any 3 yards will work with any one of my patterns. You get to choose a different one. We recommend Illusions. We think this would look really cool in that pattern. So you can take that as your freebie or buy the 3 kits and you can get the book Quick as a Wink. Now this one's called Soho. Soho is a fun one to put together, and it looks like a little bit more complicated putting this one together, but it's really super easy, and it's really based on the 9-patch principle. So we've just used some different blocks to create this. I'll show you how that works out. How does this one look on the back too? Let's share that with them. Can you see this one? She's done swirls. So like I said, we love the things that Lucinda has done for us on the backing as well. Okay, we'll put that one up here and look at Watermelon Picnic. Watermelon Picnic. This is a beautiful fabric from QT Fabrics, and this is our number 1 fabric. We ran out of the aqua color, so we replaced out of the same exact line, we replaced it with this. So that goes here. We are going to have the number 2 fabric is a white, and it's a tone on tone. It actually has a pattern in the background. Sometimes it doesn't come across real well on the camera, but it does have a pattern in the background. That's going to be going in this section here, and then our number 3 fabric is the watermelon flesh. So you got your watermelon rind and you got your watermelon. So this one's called Watermelon Picnic. 8021539. Soho is your pattern. It's only available in Quick as a Wink, but an alternate pattern is it's a snap. So you can get that as well. Now let me show you how to make that block by cropping it out. So remember I said it was like a 9-patch? If you were doing a 9-patch, you would sew your long strips together and you would create 3 squares by doing long strips and then cutting your units. Now this one is a little bit different. We actually we had 3 squares that we put together, a solid square, and then a half square triangle here, and a half square triangle here. Then we put that same, when we made this strip, we also put it over here. You just turn it. So it goes together very nicely, and it makes that cool block in the Soho pattern. Okay, the next one that we're going to be talking about, let's take a step back in time. I can remember my green bug van. It had green shag carpet on the inside. I'll tell you, I was really grooving. Okay. I still try to groove, I just do it a lot slower. What does the word grooving mean? I better be careful, I could get myself in trouble here. Okay, this is a 10-inch block, and it's bordered. This is the Sweet Time pattern, and it has 2 different colors bordering each of those blocks. So let's look at grooving right along. Bring back memories for some of us here. So see, we even have a little green Volkswagen there. My kids love it, didn't you, John?
Oh, we had fun with that Volkswagen.
I think you threw a few paper routes with that too. You know, there's nothing like the Sunday morning paper route with 2 kids having paper routes. Or did we have 3? Was Greg doing a paper route at the same time?
I think so.
Okay, so these are our Volkswagens that we're going to put in this 10-inch square. Love all the different colors. Then we're going to border each one in a different color. So you've got green here and you've got the pink here. That is going to be cool the way that one goes together. And it is 8021618, Groovin' Right Along. Sweet Times is the name of the pattern. It is available in the Easy Peasy book or as an individual. And I would like to point out that we do have camper fabrics, and it is called
Glamping 2.
Thank you. So Glamping 2, if you want to search for it. I'm not going to be showing you the fabric, but we do have the camper quilt kits available. Okay, the next one that we have is Corner Play. Now Corner Play it's been a very popular one. I actually designed it originally for the Modern Quilt magazine, and then after 1 year the rights reverted back to me, so I made it a pattern, and it has just been hugely popular with our customers. And your block is basically, it turns out to be pretty good sized block when all is said and done, the way that you put this one together. Let's put that one up here. This is some gorgeous Cafe fabric. I sometimes tell all here, when I first met the Cafe fabric, I actually didn't know for sure what I was supposed to do with it. And I went and talked to a friend who had a quilt shop that also sold fabrics, but she specialized in the Cafe. And she said, just look like it. She said, look at the fabric as if it is colors. Don't see the print in the same way. Think of them as colors. So if you look at this one, this particular one kind of screamed green and purple to me, but I could see it as the focus because it is your largest print, and it's really okay if you cut it up a little, so you can see how little pieces of that is in this. But you get your contrast by putting these together. This is our light, this is our dark, and it just works once you get over that initial thought of, I'm not sure how I'm supposed to put these together. Here is our information. We have 8020686, Tropical Wonder, and it is Corner Play pattern. It's available as an individual. It's also available in the Pretty Darn Quick books. So how many of you have fat quarters in your stash? I think we've all bought fat quarters just because we're in love with them, but I have a fat quarter quilt to show you, and if you want to talk about beautiful fabrics to add to your stash, these are them. Very bright, very bold. And this is a quilt by Fran Morgan, and she did a book for us, and we're going to show you that book. The book is called Fat Quarter Quilting Fun, and these patterns are written in a basic style like we do for our 3-yard quilts, only instead of using fabric 1, 2, and 3 like we do in the book, let me pull the book up here and we'll do a little comparison. In the book we actually say fabric 1, 2, and 3. The fat quarters use light, medium, and dark, and you get lots of variety. They're actually 3-yard quilts because you're using 12 fat quarters to make each one of those kits. So it's still, in all intent and purposes, it's a 3-yard quilt. So we're going to do light, medium, and dark. So you pick out your fabrics, and here's you an example. So we have, these were considered the lights, the mediums, and then we have our dark. What's really interesting is if you'll take a picture with your phone and then go into the edit button and change it to a halftone or a black and white, you will be able to see in comparison which ones are light, which ones are medium, and which ones are dark. So that is the way that you choose your fabrics for these quilts. This particular one is called Simply Steps. It is a fat quarter bundle. It does not come with a pattern, but we still offer the same deal. You buy 3 kits, any 3 kits, and you can get this book free when you buy those 3 kits. So it's a very popular book. It has 7 different designs. Every one of them is uniquely different. Okay, well that's our show today. I hope you enjoyed seeing some bright and bold fabrics. I know we enjoyed putting it together. So be sure to subscribe and click on the little button so that you can receive notification each time we post a new video. So it's Donna Robertson with Fabric Cafe. Have an awesome, bright, and bold day.